everyone. Welcome to today's lecture. Today, we're going to be talking about the rise of mobile gaming, revolutionizing the way we play. Over the past few decades, we've witnessed an incredible evolution in mobile gaming, starting from the simple handheld devices of calculator games and the Game & Watch, all the way to our powerful smartphones that we have today. In this lecture, we're going to explore the key milestones, the innovations, and the influential games that have shaped the mobile gaming industry into what it is today. So first, you heard me right. We're going to start with the calculator games. As you can see right here, the Casio MG880, the first calculator to have a game pre-installed on it. As you can see right here, you probably can't tell, but this is actually Invaders, a clone of Space Invaders. This started in 1980. Again, Casio MG880 pocket calculator built in the Invaders game, released that summer of that year. And we actually have a video to show you some of the gameplay. As you can see right here, this is your aim button, your fire button. This is your player, and these were the invaders. And all you would do was just aim and fire. That's all it was to it. You even got the number of invaders next round, the round you are on, and you even got what your score. Just like that. Simple and easy. And again, often simple in design, but it really demonstrated the early potential for portable gaming, laying that foundation for the future of mobile gaming. We also had another example, was the typing program Darth Vader's Force Battle for another calculator, the TI-59, published a little later that year in October. So again, as you can see, if you just want to watch all the way through, actually, let's just bring up the volume and you can hear to what he has to say about it.
To shoot an invader, you use the aim button to select a numbered missile on your base that matches any of the invaders, that is, numbers, approaching you. When you have matched your base number with the invader number, you press the fire button and that will destroy that invader. If there are two or more of the same invader numbers on the screen, you can keep shooting them with your matching missile. There is also an end symbol, that is the command ship, and you get extra points for shooting this. At the beginning of a game, you are shown the previous high score, though if you change the batteries beforehand, it will show a load of zeros. Then you will be shown how many invaders you need to destroy and how many missiles that you have to complete each round. You start off with 3 defense lines per round, shown in front of your number missile launcher, that you must stop the invaders from reaching. You have to destroy all the invaders to complete a round, similar to the real Space Invaders game, and when you do so, you will be shown the round number and your current score, and then you will move on to the next round with increasing levels of difficulty. If an invader reaches your base during a round, you lose one of your 3 defense lines in that round.
You can stop right there. So you can see, pretty simple, but yet pretty addicting. Right after, actually, pretty much same time period was the Nintendo's Game & Watch, created by Gunpei Yokoi, which also contributed to the growth of portable gaming, featuring the single game experience becoming immensely popular. Wasn't able to get gameplay, but as you can tell, little mini game of juggling and your score. Also having the power and left and right. Again, pretty simple, but yet addicting. Right after this was the first mobile game, which You might be surprised, but was actually not Snake, was actually a clone of Tetris. This right here is the Hagenuk MT2000. And again, a clone of Tetris, not actually Tetris, and was released in uh, the late 1900s. And although this was the first mobile game, the real killer was Snake. Snake was released in 1997 for the Nokia 6610. As you can see, all you were was a giant snake, and you would eat the points, and you would grow larger and larger until you would either hit the walls or hit yourself. And again, simple in design, but yet uh, it showed the viable interest in expanding the capabilities of mobile phones for gaming. And not on the screen, but we also have, with the introduction of the Wireless Application Protocol, the WAP, many mobile phones were able to access. So a little bit later after this Nokia, limited browser-based games, and you could even later download new apps that could be purchased from your wireless carrier or a third-party distributor. So right after this was the early 2000s with the release of the Nokia N-Gage. And as you can see right here, some pretty notable games, to be honest. Sonic N, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, Tomb Raider, starring Lara Croft, Super Monkey Ball, Red Faction, and The Sims. Again, pretty notable games, and what this was their way of combining a gaming console and a mobile phone. As you can see, pretty much having all the regular buttons of a mobile phone, but also adding the features of a portable mobile device, offering that dedicated gaming experience. And despite facing some challenges, the N-Gage pushed the boundaries of mobile gaming, showcasing the potential of mobile devices as gaming platforms. And right after this, we have, although not a mobile phone, but what it could do was, again, this is the Game Boy Color, which was a portable handheld device, gaming device, that later came out only in Japan, a mobile adapter. And first, I would like to show you the commercial for this back in 2001.
Game Boy Color.
見て、つながったよ。よし、やった。
子供たちにも新しいゲームの世界にチャレンジさせたい。モバイルアダプタ GB 誕生。携帯とゲームボーイカラーをつなげばポケモンクリスタルの世界がぐーんとパワーアップ。お求めはご覧のお店で。サインボール当たります。
So, as you can see,
Game
off the volume. So what this would do was when you connected it to your mobile phone, you were actually able to play online, pretty much being the first online experience. And what I mean by online is you could actually, for at least Pokemon, you were able to battle other trainers or other people. And what these were, the different colors, were actually coming in pink, orange, and blue. Each one having their different, because these are all different carriers, at least in Japan. And each color represented different carriers that you would need to buy a different cord for if you wanted to play online. And again, like in Pokemon, able to battle the trainers or even send other Pokemon. Given having some notable guest stars, at least in their country. So yeah, the adapter allowed users to connect their Game Boy Color and also another console, the Wonder Swan, to their mobile phones, expanding the gaming capabilities of the devices. So not on here, but we also have when mobile gaming first started with their, I guess, stores. It became a little bit complicated by the limitations of the early mobile phone internet. So, like in this commercial where you're able to connect online, you are able to download different games, and the via content storage provided by your wireless carrier, which is also commonly known as a carrier deck or the carrier deck. These stores often had limited search capabilities and only offered text-based descriptions of product. So, as you know, in today's age, where you're able to go to the App Store or Google Play, and you could just see what the game is all about by looking at the pictures, of course, and stuff like that, and the little bit of the description, but was and the little image for the game. But back then, it was purely text, and you would just have to read it and see what it was about. So as a result, the games promoted by the carriers that appear near the top of the store tended to be more successful because people didn't want to scroll the way down just to look at more games that were on the second, third page. So, even though the handheld consoles actually still typically offered superior gaming experiences, so stuff like the Game Boy Color instead of stuff like the N-Gage. After that, in 2001, as a successor to the widely popular Game Boy, try to merge the two markets, Nokia released the N-Gage back in 2003, signed again as the handheld console and phone. Even though it did offer similar games, like notable games, Sonic, Tony Hawk, the Game Boy Advance was still on top, and the N-Gage actually was a commercial failure, even though it still wanted to show the potential of mobile gaming, and it really did. So, right after that was the introduction of the Google Play Store and App Store, little 4 years after the N-Gage QD redesign. I didn't talk about that, sorry. The N-Gage was able to offer similar video games as the Advance, but even with its N-Gage QD redesign in 2004, sorry you didn't get the picture, but again, the unit was a commercial failure. So again, 4 years after that redesign, we came into the App Store and Google Play Store for mobile iPhones and Androids. And again, in 2008, uh, the smartphones offered more advanced hardware, the touchscreens, and the increased processing power, revolutionizing the gaming experience on mobile devices. They became game changers, offering a wide range of games to users, creating a thriving ecosystem for developers. And again, the subsequent launch of the Google Play Store for Android devices further solidified the smartphone as a gaming powerhouse. And we can see some of the notable games right here. Pretty much the early games were, of course, Candy Crush, Clash of Clans, not on here, but Angry Birds, games like that. Oh, Temple Run, of course, and a little bit later, Pokemon Go. These games captured the imagination of millions of players worldwide. They showcased the potential of mobile gaming, their addictive gameplay, which was Candy Crush at the time, the intuitive controls, I'd say being Clash of Clans and such, and Angry Birds, and the widespread appeal, using stuff like Facebook to, which was also a feature at the time with Candy Crush, was showing your scores to people, which really also shot them up in the ladder with mobile gaming. You know, not only achieved massive commercial success, but also brought mobile gaming into the mainstream. Again, like using social media platforms at the time, like Facebook, solidified its position as a dominant force in the gaming industry. But since these games were free to play, developers wanted a way to earn money, which was the addition of microtransactions. So microtransactions were a little bit before, back in 2006, when actually it was the first microtransaction being Skyrim, which added a $2.50 microtransactions that you could buy on the game. And of course, uh, adding such, as you can see right here, being able to buy stuff in then mobile games where you could add your credit card and purchase these in game. And what happened first with Candy Crush? Candy Crush was a energy based game where if you wanted to play more levels, you would have to spend more energy, and if you wanted to skip that, you would buy, I guess in here, gold bars. After that would be more of the pay to play side, which would be the rune stones for this game, Hearthstone. Right here, you could buy cards and decks, which would help you on the competitive side. But these games right here, although they were still free to play, if you wanted to, I guess, boost your experience, you would buy stuff like this. In here, Clash of Clans Gold and Elixir, and in Candy Crush gold bars. So this monetizing strategy proved to be highly lucrative for game developers, and the players increasingly embraced the convenience of purchasing items or enhancements uh, that enhanced their gameplay experience. Introduction of microtransactions revolutionized the business model of mobile gaming, transforming it instead of a one-time purchase to instead a continuous revenue stream, and fostering the growth of free-to-play games, coming into more of a pay-to-play game setting. So, as I said before, App Store and Google Play coming into more notable games. More later games were games like Dokkan Battle, The Duel Links, and Clash Royale. Go those games coming in later. But after that was uh, the growth of the adding onto the mobile gaming experience, adding controllers like you would on a console, and making it more addictive for players. Also, with the release of new iPhones and Androids, making it higher quality, making it more immersive, becoming increasingly powerful, adding stunning graphics and immersive experiences. And with this, they were able to add such as augmented reality and virtual reality to make it even more immersive using mobile phones. And also with the addition of cross-platform, as you can see, using Xbox and Xbox controllers and other types of controllers, mobile gaming embraced the cross-platform integration, enabling players to enjoy games across multiple devices, whether it would be on a smartphone, on PC, again, PlayStation, Xbox, stuff like that. And also with another lucrative scene being esports and competitive gaming, which uh, gained significant traction over the years, which first started with just console games and PC gaming, but now with, again, the more high quality graphics and immersive experiences, they became more powerful to handle even console games added onto the mobile games and other mobile games such as like Clash Royale, PUBG Mobile, Free Fire, and Call of Duty Mobile. Mobile esports has created a new platform for skilled players to compete and showcase their talents on mobile phones. And that would be the end of this presentation. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you were able to learn more about the mobile gaming industry and its remarkable journey from the humble beginnings of, again, the calculator games all the way to the immersive experiences of virtual reality and the new additions of high quality graphics. The industry has seen significant advancements in technology, game development, monetization models, and distribution platforms. Today, mobile gaming is a dominant force in the gaming industry, offering diverse genres, innovative gameplay mechanics, and a vast global audience. As technology continues to evolve, we can only anticipate further growth and exciting developments in the world of gaming. Thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye bye.